What's going on, guys? Milos, Chris?
My glasses there.
You woke me up an hour ago.
Yeah.
Remember?
I know. I know. Since you're always the man that doesn't sleep at night,
Yeah.
I think nothing's changed with you.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to help the Chinese guy, Cheng Yishan. He competed in Vancouver, and he has all the flights and hotel for Chicago and all that stuff. And then he realized he's not on the list, and he's trying to figure out what happened.
Did he not register by yesterday?
Well, probably that's going to end up being the case. But to his understanding, right, he did, and it's on the list. So I'm trying to text Tyler Mannion and Tim Gardner and see what happens.
Yeah. Is that the guy? Is that the guy that actually looked really good, number 3 or something?
I don't know which number he was, but this guy is ripped to pieces. Like, Chinese guys, they can get this crazy ripped.
Yeah.
I met him 2018. I trained him a couple of times there. Super good guy.
Do you work with that other guy, the guy from South Korea that's in the show?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to see him today. He's flying tomorrow.
Oh, he's flying in or he's flying out tomorrow?
Yeah, he's here and he's registered, so everything.
Okay. Yeah. QT, man, we haven't seen you in forever, brother. What's been going on? Where you at?
Vegas working. Working every day.
What's that? I ain't no questions on here.
What is Melvin doing? Is he trying to work?
Man, I'm sitting right in front of you, man.
Something's wrong with your sound.
Yeah.
Huh?
I think you need to spread out. It sounds like it's got some sweat in the speaker or something.
No. Hold on, I'm gonna take this stuff off.
Muffled.
Well, your face look muffled.
You sound like you got marbles in your mouth. Shut up. Yeah. Trying to help your ass out. You talking shit.
QT, do you follow bodybuilding still?
Not that much. I stay to myself pretty much and just train my clients, go to the gym, work every day.
Yeah.
Just train the clients I have. And the people I have here in Vegas, I try, the ones that compete, I really pay attention to them more than anything else. And the people that I actually meet that I know, I pay attention to them, of course, because there's a lot of them here in town.
So this is more like the amateur level?
Yeah, amateur level. And a few of the pros that are here in town, I know them, and I may pay attention to what they got going on.
Yeah.
Where do you train, QT? Which gym?
Las Vegas Athletic Clubs. I work out of all of them. I bounce around the different ones, training clients. Yeah. I got some amateur competitors and a lot of regular people.
I thought they didn't
milk and bread.
Do you work for them, or is it your?
No. I work for myself. I pay the gym outright, and then I just train my clients. And I train them. I get my hands on. LVAC does treat me really well though, because I've been doing this for 10 years now, over 10 years now. So I pretty much get to do pretty much what I want there, and then they treat me very well. The management, everyone treats me good.
I can massage.
Is it expensive?
Nah. Not if you can keep clients rolling in. If you keep clients rolling in, you're good. If people come back and repeat, then you're okay. You know how it goes.
It's a luxury, not a necessity.
$6 a month, you can train as many people as you want.
Yeah, it's a luxury, not a necessity.
No, it ain't. But people gotta want to train with you. So I've been blessed. So I got people that actually want to train with me and pay me money every month. A lot of times it's just accountability. You guys know that deal.
Oh yeah.
Y'all help me. Yeah.
What are you doing, man? Are you studying, Melvin, for a test?
You call you back, Melvin?
No, I'm putting down notes because I know Chris gonna talk a lot of shit, so I got to make sure I put my notes down. So I can get the back.
They're getting ready.
I defend myself very well.
I'm gonna pin it down. So I'm gonna pin it down so I can write it down and go back to it because I already know it's going to be some stuff around here with Chris. So I'm taking my notes so I can come back and get in his ass.
Listen, I thought about it last night. I was like, fuck. I contacted QT a couple of days ago, but I guess he didn't see it until last night. And I didn't see it last night because I woke up this morning and I see he replied to my message and said, call me. And So yesterday I said, Melvin, I mean, you available tomorrow? Come on the podcast? He said, of course. So now, and then QTs, I said, let's bring them both on because, listen, this is old school round table right here, for sure.
Yeah.
There's nobody here under 50. You know what I'm saying?
At all. We grown folks around here now.
And there is one over 60 right here.
Oh, yeah. But you just 60.
Just 60. You act like you're in vampire years. Boy, this ain't damn evolution.
He is the old, well, he has the status of the oldest guy on the table, so he has. We gotta give him respect.
Respect,
You had Denny's for like 3% of the payment.
Huh?
How much they charge you at Denny's with that 60 year?
Hey, listen, hey, you get the discount at IHOP already, 55.
You gotta take advantage of that. I take advantage of being 55 when I go to the movies with my grandkids. Every time I get that discount every chance I get.
Talk about grandkids.
I didn't even listen. I got
3 grandsons, man. I don't be playing around. I spend time with my grandsons.
I had no idea that you get a discount with 55. I always thought seniors is like in your 60s sometime. I go to the same supermarket for 17 years, right? And I went in there one time. I did my shopping. I went to the cashier. All of a sudden, the machine said, bing, 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 bing. I was getting 10% discount off everything. I said, why is that? Oh, this is senior discount. I was like, oh.
You know that thing with, I'm surprised that sucker didn't start singing to you with bing, 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 bing. Then it's on the way to the upper room.
You get all kinds of discounts on insurance. I get APR. What's that? The seniors insurance. I get all that stuff. I'm gonna take advantage of every step.
What are you talking about? Quincy, you ain't 55, you little young bastard. What are you talking about? I know you cheated on your damn social security number. You ain't no 55.
I turned 55 on the 12th.
Boy, you younger than me. Stop lying. You ain't older than me.
I turned 55 on the 12th.
You see how you said 55? I mean, you lied. Let me see. Let me see.
I was born in 69.
Yeah,
Quincy,
Melvin
you're
too.
younger than
Melvin, you 69 too, right?
Yeah, all day.
Oh, you young.
Wait.
All you young bastards.
You're about fucking 4 years younger than me, huh?
I'm trying to tell you.
You know, Melvin lied about his age. He lied about just like I did. Just like I used to make myself older.
Don't be bad because my butter melts slow, Chris.
How many pro bodybuilders lie about the age?
All of them.
All of them.
Every last one.
I stopped doing it years ago.
Me too.
I got tired of it.
I was younger than everybody, so I didn't care.
Hey, listen, you guys in 1969? Last night I watched the movie. Dennis, you got to go see it.
Which one?
Fly Me to the Moon. Okay, it's 1969.
I heard about that.
Moon landing. Moon landing conspiracy.
Oh, really?
I saw that.
It's a good movie. You got to go see it.
Good.
You know, ain't nobody been to the moon.
I don't really do movies because I fall asleep.
Yeah, you do. Oh my God.
Yeah, and you know, and I don't want to piss people off paying a lot of money to see a movie, and I'm in there calling the dogs and shit.
Be laughing. Get 6, 7, 8 hours and you go to sleep. 10 minutes into that sucker, as soon as that music play, you look over this is gone.
Yeah.
You sleep, chin on the chest, bam.
And the funny thing is,
I go to movies every weekend.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I wake up, the movie's done, and Melvin's sitting on the edge of the couch like this. I said, how the hell can you stay up? How can you even stay up?
Movie be good, boy. He be calling you. Yeah. Got to be trained.
Last movie I went and saw was that In and Out Part 2.
My
grandson. That was actually good.
So a movie,
Milos,
it's Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah, it's super good. You'll enjoy it.
You know you know what the good thing is? I don't have to go to the movies. I got this box. I can just look it up.
Yeah. You should maybe not say this.
I say it loud. Because this is
that's a good movie. That's a good movie. Got that fire stick shit.
No, it's not fire stick. It's way better than fire stick.
No, not mine, because mine jailbroke. I'm for free.
But I really get the movies when they're in the movies, so I can watch them.
Yeah. You'll enjoy it because you are all into this conspiracy theories and all this shit.
Right? He's got the setup over his house. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, you think we landed on the moon or no?
I don't know. I don't think so. You know, if I
don't think so.
If I think
way back then,
hold on.
How?
Can I answer? Chris, hold on. if I want to believe as much as I want to believe, I'm telling myself if we landed in the moon, when was it? 1969.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We should have fucking pool parties up there by now.
Well,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
remember, you got to know, you got to realize Pizza Hut done sent shuttles up there now. They delivering pizza to the moon, so we've been up there, so they've actually you can look this stuff up. Not follow. I love Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I'm a sci-fi nut, so I know for a fact we've been up there. They done brought stuff back.
Right?
We done brought stuff back.
Yeah, what they bring back.
Rocks
Yeah,
and different
rock.
things like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
rocks.
What do you say, Milos? What do you
They're
say?
building a base up there. In the next 8 years, we're gonna see a base up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much Jetson we live in.
You know, I'm all into
believe that.
aliens and all that shit, and I love to believe all that stuff, but I doubt
Said
we'll
you
land
see it.
on the moon. I think
Yeah,
it's
you don't believe that
Strahan
you
go
see
to the
it?
moon?
what?
Didn't Michael Strahan fly to the moon recently?
Well, you don't know. Hey, you don't know where he landed.
Yeah, shit, he probably gone. He gonna never come back.
He was something. Hey,
I'm kind of with Dennis on this one. If we landed 1969, right? By now we should have like organized parties.
yeah,
over
there should be freeways up there.
Yeah,
We should
but
have.
you got to look at our political situation though too, bro. They don't want to spend the money on it because they don't see no value. Until when somebody find gold or diamonds on the moon, I guarantee we start to go to the moon a whole lot more.
Hell yeah, because ain't no money in the United States. We ain't got no money. Shoot. Period.
They got money for the things they got money for. They just don't want to spend money on that.
You got bitches.
I
We got
think.
the best weapons on the planet now. Come on.
Yeah, I think that we will probably be the last ones to find out what's really going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Always.
I agree with you on that 190%.
Yeah, you know.
I do remember
Find
my
out that
father.
20 years later.
You know, my father told me back in the day, it takes about 50 years, for a secret to comes out, about the wars, about political shit and everything else, about medicine. Like 50 years you need to pass the time. So what do you guys, 55? It's about
No.
55.
55, yeah. 55, 69.
I'm curious about the aliens is what I'm curious about.
Now that I believe,
Man,
and that I know it's true. That I know.
aliens. I think
Yeah.
aliens is already here.
I'm curious about the goddamn aliens, man.
Unless humans fly in the fucking UFOs.
That was told long time ago.
Yeah, that is 100%. That is 100%.
How
I
did
never.
they make the first one?
Chariots of the Gods started the whole thing. That book, Chariots of the Gods.
Hell yeah.
With the young German cat, the German guy, he's been around forever.
Yeah.
He started that whole Chariots of the Gods thing. It's been people
Dennis
actually
Hoff met him.
tried to debunk it for years.
Yeah, I have it here somewhere.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to believe when you see some of the stuff that they're showing us on some of the pyramids and some of the writing, and it's kind of like, damn, it's kind of sitting there in stone in your face, and you can't.
Anybody ever been to the pyramids?
No.
No, but I want to go.
I went.
Did you go? Did
I
you?
went-
Where?
Yeah,
Giza.
Egypt.
Giza. Did you go inside?
No, I wish.
I did.
Holy shit.
I went
scared.
all the way in there.
Was it as beautiful?
scared.
Is it as
It's
beautiful
little,
as they
right?
sell?
What you see?
Let me tell you. Let me explain it. Let me break it down for you. This is how it
Yeah,
happened.
break it down.
So I went there. First, they didn't even want to let us in. Then the people that took me there, they said, "Oh, this is Rami's coach," and then I had free access to everything. The thing was closed, but they opened it up for us. And I said to the guys, "Come on, let's go in there," because there was one guy, a guide. He said, "Okay, he's gonna," and all the guys, the Egyptians, said, "No, we're not going in." It's like,
Is
what
it
the
tight?
fuck?
Small?
Bro?
They didn't wanna
if you're claustrophobic, you can't go.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, so hold on now.
Yeah, that-
let me
I
break
ain't
it down.
going.
Let me break it down. So you go, what you think that you think it's going up, right? It went down.
Oh, hell no.
So and here's the thing, it's about this wide, and about I would say 5 foot high, maybe. So now you bend down when you walk in there, and you go down the stairs. Bending down. So there's no chance, and I was bigger at that time. There wouldn't be a chance to turn around and go back. So now there's only one way. So halfway in, I felt like, I don't want to say I stopped panicking, but I panicked a little bit because I'm telling myself, what if something happens right now? Because I can't even turn around. I said, how far is this going until we get to a spot where I can move? And then I'm telling myself, what if I had a fucking heart attack now? Nobody know I'm in this motherfucker dying. You know what I'm saying? So I start feeling like little, the oxygen levels is a little bit low. And I'm just trying to tell myself, just keep going, just keep going. There's no other way. So I kept going. We walked all the way down. And then there was a spot where you could literally stand up. And it was probably like, I would say like 6 by 6, a space, okay? So I didn't see shit yet. So the guy said, okay, so now we walk up. I said, no, I seen enough. I was so scared. I got scared. I said, no, I see enough. He said, no, you got to see this room. So I followed this guy. We walked up. The same thing. Mommy. I bent over, and you guys never saw the pictures? And I went, and then I got to this room where they had this like a fucking stone casket. Hold on, let me find the picture.
The
Stone casket, man. You'd have been up in there, boy.
I was all the way in there. Let me tell you something. That was something else, for real. Would I do it again? Probably not.
I would. I'd just like to see that.
Yeah, because when you don't know, QT,
you can't fit
QT, you would.
QT, you too goddamn big, boy. You can't get in there.
But when I was walking in there, I said, how tall were these dudes back in the days, man? They had to be all fucking
Everybody
midgets.
was smaller. Everybody
They
was
would have been
smaller.
small.
They had to be all midgets. Hold on, let me
Be
find
giant,
it.
It was
an awesome experience, though, for real. That was.
Did you touch something, take a picture?
Yeah, of course. I ain't going in there and not taking no picture. I had no service, though, but I took pictures.
Heck yeah.
Man, I was so happy.
Yeah.
I was so happy when we stopped. So then we had to walk down again, and then we had to walk up again, get to the exit. I was so glad when I saw the light. I was like, just keep on going. Keep on going. Now I knew why the guy said, no, we're not going. They've probably all been in there at one point. And they said, fuck that.
Yeah, we ain't going in there again.
Yeah.
Is it as big as they describe it?
Bro, it's bigger.
It's bigger.
This depends.
Like mountain size, huh?
It depends on where you go. There's in Giza, which is the original one. There's 3 different pyramids. There's a smaller one, a medium size, and the big one.
So which one you went in?
Shit, good question, man. If you ask me right now, I think it was the big one, but it could have been the medium one. I'm not sure. Because once you go, I mean, the small one is huge too. Don't think it's a small one. It's like you can touch the top. You can't.
Right.
It's a big one.
What about the horses pulling you up that damn hill?
Horses?
And they trying
I wrote the damn camel up there, man. Come on now.
Oh, really?
Hell fucking yeah! I got pictures of that
I don't
too.
do camels no more.
Listen,
I did it one time.
These
Do
dudes.
they spit on you?
No, this is a llama, not a camel. These dudes didn't tell me that because they sit all the way, they lay all the way down so you can get on that damn saddle, right? But they didn't tell me when they get up that they get up ass first.
Yeah. They flip you over?
Man, I'm hanging on to the fucking neck of the damn thing because I wasn't prepared.
Flip you shit at first.
How about when you go back down? They go down, fucking boom, boom. This just not a good ride, man.
This is me standing in front of it.
Let me put my glasses on because I can't.
I got one like.
Oh yeah, that thing is big.
And this is.
This
is me inside next to that casket.
Oh my God.
Oh, you sat next to Jesus.
Big room.
You are nuts, man.
It's a big old room.
Let me see what else I have.
Look like there's lit in there too.
Look what cool pictures I got.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man, you need to post that stuff.
Hold on, and this.
They told me to jump in the air. Yeah, I did that one.
I think I saw that one. That was on Instagram, right?
Yes. I posted all of them, I think. Because why would I not post that stuff?
You know when they tell you to do all this, and then they say jump in the air, all that. Oh, see, man, you did it the old school way.
Hell yeah.
I'm just in a carriage, kind of slide to.
I did the carriage when I was there. When I was there a couple of years later with my wife, and we went there to see the pyramids, and it was closed. So all we could do is just watch this. They had this show that night. It's kind of like where there's a little bit nights of light. It's so fucking awesome. Let me see. I got to give some stuff too.
That hotel that was overlooking the.
Huh?
Did you have a nice hotel that was overlooking the?
It was a hotel, but I didn't stay there. We went there. We had dinner there, and then we overlooked. Did you see the videos I posted at one point?
Oh, you told me about it.
So awesome. I'm going to give some to Kylie to put them up in the podcast this week because that was another experience that I'll never forget. But yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Closest thing I saw like that is the Mexican pyramids. I've seen those. Those are monsters.
Yeah.
I believe the ones
in sun and
Yeah.
the moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
sun,
those are
what did you call it? Sun of what?
the
Sun and the
Mexican
moon.
pyramid.
Sun and the moon.
Moon pyramid and sun.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Yeah, I went to Egypt. Yeah, I wanted to go
Yeah.
see that, but they tried to keep me when I went. I was like, hell no, I ain't finna try to see nothing over here. On my way to Kuwait. Dennis
But-
don't remember that.
Dennis, back in the day, for sure.
Yeah. That's a shot right there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It was crazy.
Yeah. But for sure there were midgets. There were so much.
They had to be, because otherwise you got to be hunched over every time to walk in
But
there.
people were smaller back then. They didn't have the same diet we got now. People were giants.
Yeah, but I'm talking height.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
had-
talking about.
I had to walk like this.
They
so I
weren't
didn't-
midgets. They was just smaller people, brother. Because if you look at the slave ships and you look at the how small everything, dude, people were smaller people back then.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
look at
see.
some of them damn samurai armor and different armors from different cultures. They weren't big like us.
Say,
Yeah.
you know what that mean? That mean Quincy ass half Nephilim, but that fool about 7 foot tall. So, you know, his ass mixed with goddamn. He mixed with a damn angel. I'm saying Quincy
we
half.
been considered giants. Seriously,
You
A lot
a
of us were.
giant.
Yeah, you.
I wonder how they built. When you see the pyramids up close, you see how big of individual bricks there are.
How they
I was
get 'em
like,
up
how
there.
the hell did they get them up there and put them on top of each other? And that
That's
thing,
what I'm saying.
and that thing is how many thousands and I don't know years old. That shit's still standing.
Yeah.
How many lives-
Nowadays
how many lives
they built in fucking apartment buildings, and this shit collapses after 10 years.
Yeah, really. They try to say that they dug them out from the outside in, but I don't believe it. I think somehow they placed them there. It's the same thing in Machu Picchu in Peru when I went there. They them stones are perfect.
You got to know
They're
something
perfect.
about math just to get it right too. A whole
Heck
lot.
yeah, a whole
How
lot.
did ancient people know that stuff? And you don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you watch a couple episodes of Ancient Aliens and you'll figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Or
And the
read the
Imhotep
book.
one of
It's
them.
a book. There's a book called The Book of Enlil, and he breaks it all the way down. It's kind of it'll kind of mess your head up.
Yeah,
But the Book of Enlil.
but how
this
do
stuff
we
is
know?
tablets. They're pulling up those tablets, and people are translating those tablets that we find in the green tablets, and they'll tell you a whole different story about humankind.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah.
But how do you know who to really believe?
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
You don't. You have to make up your own theory. But when it's in stone and someone's taking it and translating it, like the Book of Enlil is pretty good. One of my boys told me about it. He's like, Quincy, check this out. I was like, what? I read a lot. Like I probably after I got stopped competing, I started reading a lot of books. I probably read over 500 books.
You read
That's
the
one book I read.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Book of Enlil. That book is it'll the story in there. You start to go, damn. It starts to make sense to you. But it contradicts the Bible, so you kind of have to watch what you say.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Well, see,
piss
that's the thing,
people
that's
off.
the- yeah.
So you just better keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
You got to believe what you believe. You believe what you want to believe. So I don't tell people that kind. I try to tend to keep it to myself. One of those things, but I try to absorb the information and try to go, hey, man, this might be making a little bit of sense here.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. Who saw anything about the Vancouver Pro?
I mean, yeah, just
See the Vancouver
few Instagram footages and
Yeah.
you know.
Melvin, did you watch anything?
I didn't watch the Vancouver Pro.
I'm still keeping notes.
Yeah. What are you
Well,
doing?
keeping notes of it.
He's probably studying for a test.
I'm keeping notes, man. I'm just keeping notes. That's all. I'm just covering products. You know what I'm talking about? I'm doing
Yeah.
two things at once.
So John Jewett won the Vancouver Pro. Tim Budesheim got second. Who got third? That guy from Kuwait. No.
Yeah, from Canada.
Canadian guy?
No,
the Canadian.
Canada. I forgot the
For
name.
Canada. Canada.
The beef stew was fifth,
Yeah.
and who was fourth? Jesus.
There was. I think it was a 212 guy that got fourth.
Thought
Oh
he was-
yeah, Canadian 212 guy. Yeah.
Then he got third or
One of the things
fourth.
that blows my mind about these new pros, dude, I've never seen cats so big. It's like when I look at it, I'm like, oh my Jesus, they're huge.
Yeah.
I didn't think people get that. I know people, we got big, but when I see some of these cats, I'm like, whoa.
No shit, really? That's what you
Yeah.
think?
So
I think
do
that was
you
a monster,
so
man.
do you have anyone in particular that comes to mind right now?
That's big.
What's the
Yeah.
kid that lives here? He lives here in Vegas. I see him a few times.
Oh, Nick.
Nick Walker.
Yes. Yeah, Nick is huge. Every time I see him, I'm like looking. I'm like, God damn, Nick is big. I thought I thought Lee Creek was huge.
Yeah,
but
he
you
can
know-
be big all you want to.
But you know what? But you know what, Quincy? Maybe you haven't been around big bodybuilders
Yeah.
in a long time, and
Well,
you know.
You're probably right. No, when I look at the pictures of some of these cats, I'm like, whoa.
Now, don't get me wrong. Nick is a freak. He's one of the bigger guys.
They make me feel skinny as like Ronnie made me feel like a basketball player.
Yeah, but
Shit,
don't
Dennis did too.
compare yourself to them now. I mean, come on.
Oh no. I know better than that.
Yeah, but
I'm just
I
kinda
think
like it just,
I think you
whoa.
forget how big you really were in your biggest
I
time.
think yes,
Yeah,
I think
you might be right.
Because you don't have anything at home probably right now that I keep a couple of things to remind me. I kept some of the suits I had made in Thailand.
Yeah.
I got mine.
I got some of the shirts that I used to wear. And that just to remind
wear
me
some of those
how
suits.
fucking big I really was. Because you
I
forget.
still got mine.
If it's 10, 15, 20 years ago, you don't remember how big you really were.
Yeah,
You know?
I grab a pair of shorts now. Them damn shorts are huge. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not saying that to you because you're right. I forget because I see myself now. I put on a pair of them shorts. Them shorts were huge, man. I was like, yeah, man, I fit these.
hey,
You people can fit these damn pair of shorts, man. You people can fit in these, man. My suits, I can't fit my suits no more. None of them. I had to buy all new stuff.
Yeah.
I go to Thailand with I go to Thailand to visit Dennis.
Do you still have some of that stuff?
Yeah.
Milos.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Because when I went there, you hooked me up with the tailor that did the custom suits. So I said, okay, this is so cheap. So I bought every color, blue, black, brown, all this shit that I have this. And I was like 275 at the time, right?
Uh-huh.
So okay, I didn't wear this a few times, and now I'm going to 2002 British Grand Prix, and I'm supposed to be MC, and I just picked up one of those, right? And I go there and I wear this fucking suit, and it looked like a bag on me, like holy shit. And then Kenny Case was making fun, and Dorian, like, what the fuck? So I had to take the jacket off because it was huge. But yeah, I mean, Dennis, you were a monster.
I still have my suit that I wore at the wedding.
And you can wear it? No, you can't wear it.
But here's the thing: if I put on the jacket, right, my arms is that jacket ends.
Yeah.
I said, did my arms shrink?
No,
Yeah,
them shoulders.
I know the feeling.
Shoulders.
Yes, yeah.
You had them airplane shoulders, bro.
Yeah, I can't fit none of that stuff. I look at you. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm in a delusional world in my own head because I probably forget sometimes until I grab something, put something on, and it's like, ooh, damn.
Yeah, Quincy
Did you have padded shoulders?
Did I have?
Look like you had.
Quincy was up there.
Yeah,
Chris,
back then every
340,
suit had padded shoulders, but they didn't use big pads.
No.
I remember seeing you come into the Olympia with one of those suits on.
I had I had suits for every fucking day. Yeah.
You did.
Matter of fact, one year Melvin came in at the press conference with one of my suits.
I sure did. Got that great one off. I'm telling you. Yes, sir. Where you get that from?
Dennis,
That's Armani
Dennis,
down. $15.99.
Dennis, wasn't that fun though? Huh? It was fun to dress up like that.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yes,
I liked it.
You need to bring that back. I mean, everybody wear a suit.
Well, everybody can. Well, yeah, they have. I think it's what is it? Nebia. They probably sponsor the track suits for the athletes, so they make them.
But
wear
they can wear that to go compete. But at the press conference,
press conference, you wear that suit. That would be
but Chris, you see, nowadays these guys they don't want to wear suits. They want to wear sweats and. Back then it was
they want to be bucket naked.
For us, it was mandatory. You remember the times where it was mandatory to wear a suit. And then you get to a point where older people like to dress up more than the younger guys. The younger guys, if they could do what they want to do, they would come in probably in shorts, flip flops, and a fucking 6-pack bag so they can have their food on table.
I was looking for a picture of Dennis and QT. In the Colosseum gym that I took, you guys were talking, and you both look like a monsters. I can't find it now, but I'll dig it out and send it to you. So
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Exactly.
We're sitting on the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got that picture framed in my office. I got that picture framed in my office.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Yeah,
You're a monster, man.
Come on, man. You don't forget times like that.
Yeah. So anyway, listen, we got the Chicago Pro coming up this week.
Yeah.
And we have a competitor list, and I'm gonna go through the names. I want to know from Melvin and from QT, How many names do you remember? I'm going to start from the first one, and I'm going to go through the whole lineup. Just give me a yes or no. Stavoj Batner,
No.
Christopher Benner,
No.
Tim Budesheim,
I know that name. Yeah.
Phil Kahar,
No.
Come
No.
on, man.
Stan DeLongo,
Long.
Stanimo,
No.
Stanimo.
No.
You don't stand him. You don't feel the hard.
I'm keep going. Anthony Della Ventura, Nathan Epler.
Hey, that is. Look,
I know that name.
Melvin is
No,
writing
Nathan.
it. Melvin is writing it. Taking a
I'm
note.
I know that name.
Okay,
Because
okay.
after it's done, I'm gonna go look these names up. See
Okay,
what they look
all right,
like.
I'm gonna keep going. Nathan Epler, Mohammed Foda, Jordan
I know
Hutch,
that name.
Jordan
I know that name.
Jordan Hutchinson,
Gordon
Brady
Hudson, I know.
Brady King, Sung Chul, Justin Mackey,
I know Justin Mackey's name. I know who that is.
Yeah.
okay, Reese McDonald, Hassan Mustafa, Felix Norman, Sam
Felix
Pierce,
Norman. I know that name as well. I know that name.
And Pierce.
Snow Hassan?
Sam Pierce, Sarhan,
Julia?
Okay.
Robin Strand,
I know
Vladislav.
Strand.
You know Strand?
That Strand I know.
Okay.
I know exactly who that is.
Where's he from? Where's he from?
Not from America. That's what I remember.
He is that guy that plays third from
Yeah,
Canada.
he's from Canada, yeah.
Yeah, he's not from America. That's one thing I do remember.
And then we got Vladislav Sukoruchko from the Ukraine.
no.
And Liang Yan. That's the one Milos was talking about, the Chinese guy. That's a whole lineup. So I think I would say I'm surprised.
Order.
I'm surprised that John Jewett is not in the show. I mean, if you go for money, I mean, come on. Isn't
What's
it?
the prize money?
I'm retired now.
Huh? It's a week after. You just
Yeah, I would do it. You know, I would do it. But John is
Agreed, man.
specific. He's all down to the science. He already prepared like the next 30 days
Yeah.
exactly. what he's gonna do.
we'll have him on. We'll have him on next week. I'm gonna ask him
All
why.
them science. Them sciences. I love that science. Boy, y'all love that science.
So,
Hey, but let me tell you, John Jewett doesn't even do the diuretics. And look at him, how he looks.
So I think when I go through all the names, and the funny thing is, I'm gonna have to mention a name now that never been on a pro stage. I don't even know if he has competed as a pro. Mohammed Foda, I think, is gonna run away with the show easy.
You watch him in the Egypt. What are you talking about?
Oh,
He was-
right, he competed in Egypt. Yeah. My bad. Anyways, I think that dude's gonna walk away with the show hands down if he's in shape.
Possibly, yeah.
Because there's a few guys I don't even know who they are. So I mean, they can come in and surprise the hell out of me because I didn't know them. But other than that, Tim Budesheim would be the next one with Phil Klahar.
No, what about the Ukrainian guy?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if he can look like he does on pictures, it's
70%.
over.
Right?
If it,
You
yeah,
said that if he looks 70% like on the pictures, he's winning.
yes, but he has not delivered that yet. So he's scary in pictures. I mean, he's got some pictures where you think, it shows it's over. It's not even a contest. But then when he gets on stage, we just don't. I don't know. It just doesn't translate to the stage the way it looks on Instagram. So
Yeah.
he can prove me wrong. But if he does look like he looks in the pictures, then he's a dangerous guy.
There ain't no Photoshop.
that picture-
No, he's not.
Photoshop.
I don't think he's photoshopping anything. I just think it's
I think that pose is right.
when you take 200 pictures in the gym and then you find one or two where it just looks like fuck, that doesn't even look real.
Lighting right, yeah. The lighting is good. Yeah, you gotta get delivered. Your picture's gonna do
Then
so
when
much.
when you're under the lights, man, it's sometimes you can't hit that shot that great, or you don't hit it.
you're right.
Yeah, and it's also different that if you take pictures for the camera just for yourself, you hit a couple of shots and you hold them. But then when you're on stage and you're in the lineup and you haven't been called yet, and after 5 minutes you start losing it, and you start getting weak.
That's where that posing practice come in.
And
That's
now,
where that posing.
now they
posing
finally
experience comes in.
But people don't pose like they're supposed to.
They don't pose. They don't.
They think if they take a couple of pictures, for check-ins,
photos, that's
for
it.
check-ins, that's enough.
That's
you won't be up
what
there
I'm trying
passing
to.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to teach. They think that I teach these guys now in the gym. They think that how is it going to be? How is it like on a stage? How does it feel? And I'm like, man, you guys are just factoring in being in a gym where you know everybody.
So what do you
go on
do?
that
So what do
stage.
you do? Do you mimic stage when you practice posing?
I do. I make them battle me sometimes. I'm like, because you have to be ready for anything. We as a group, our era, we were ready for anything. You have to be able to assess the body in 10 seconds. Yeah, you got to be ready for anything.
Some of us.
Well, most of us.
Not all of
We won't
us.
say all of us, but a lot of us were pretty much well tuned.
Yeah, but Melvin, it's you can't really compare it with back then, and I'll tell you why. Back then, the call-outs were 3 guys. And once you go into a tough competition, you got to do at least 6 to 8 call-outs throughout prejudging.
Yeah, I like the 3 guys.
You remember
you
you remember the call-outs where they called 3, make him go through, and they sent
3 or
one.
5.
They sent 1 back, bring another one in, and 2 still there, and just stand for 3 more for comparisons. They don't do that no more.
Don't forget the fact we were probably a lot more aggressive and a lot more verbal.
A lot more verbal. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You could have called me out with 10 guys.
Yeah,
and I'm
but
gonna battle my way through every last one of them.
That's what I'm saying. You were different because you were posed. I think you were posing while you're sleeping too. So it was different. But I don't want to say us. I'm gonna use myself as an example. You
posed.
I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't pose like this. I know if I could turn back the time. People ask me, what would you change? There's 2 things I would change. If I can start it all over again, there's 2 things I wouldn't do. I wouldn't chase size, and I would fucking pose every day, like Milos asked me to.
Because I did it. Believe me, I was doing it.
I know you were,
I think that's what needs to be taught. These youngsters, they tell me they want to argue. I talk to a lot of these pros, and I'm gonna put them on blast. I don't care. Derek Lunsford, Samsa. These guys get on stage. I'm gonna put them on blast. They get on the stage. I talk to them. Hey, I want to pose as you. Yeah, but you get on stage, you pose like shit, and you understand you can't present. You can create a meal, but you can't expect the people to eat it. You got to make sure that when you're standing next to another guy, you know what you're doing.
I know,
and
but it's hard. It's hard, Melvin. I see what you're saying, and I know this is coming from a good place. But what are you going to tell?
That's what we going to do.
What are you going to tell someone who just won the Olympia? He's Mr. Olympia. How much better? What's next?
I'm gonna tell him that's next because there's people behind you trying to get you a trophy. So you better up your level.
But the problem is, the posing routine is not judged.
Yeah, but it's influence. So that's what people gotta understand. I don't care about any points. If you stand
Put
me
your phone
in
up
any
a little
place,
bit so we can see your whole face.
If you stand me in any place when I was on stage, any place, I always knew there was no points for posing. I didn't care. I said because I know if they put me in that top 5, they're gonna tear that place up. I knew that. So I knew that I had to at least influence the judges, influence the crowd. And how do you do that? By presenting every best pose that I had. Every asset, I used it. I knew I didn't have glutes. So you stand next to Chris, okay, you ain't got no glutes, but wait till we turn around to the back. I'm going to make my back do the butterfly.
Yeah.
They're going to keep looking at me.
I can't even argue with you.
Melvin, when it comes to posing, though, Melvin, you was on a whole nother level.
Right.
I said, but how many times me and you, Quincy, standing... I had Quincy posing. Come on, how many times we battled in the room in Mansfield with them big ass dogs? How many times we did that every day when I was over in Mansfield?
All right, Melvin,
I posed before a show. I posed for 40 minutes every show because I didn't want to be up on stage passing out with them hot lights.
Yeah,
exactly.
My feet burn, feel like I'm gonna pass out. I knew better.
Because the bigger you are, the harder it gets.
I posed 40 minutes every day before a show. I knew better.
Yeah.
I've been on stage gassing, can't breathe and can't pose and get stirred because your ass can't stand up straight.
You see, guys, when somebody's about to lose it when they start standing there like this.
I did it one time and that was enough for me. When I was younger, I was like, okay, I'm good. Make sure I'm in shape for this.
Hey, Dennis, what happened with Tony Freeman at the Phoenix Pro?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He got so mad he cussed at John Tooman. They said, hey, you guys need some water. I'm looking at Dennis. This one, you better not move. You better not move. I was dying. I was dying. They said, you guys need some water? And I said out loud, I said, I don't need no water. You have to kill me up here. Let them guys go get some water. I'm ready. And I was dying. That boy said, he ain't the only motherfucker up here. I looked at him. I was like, oh, you just went to Fort?
So, but let me ask you two guests a question. If you could turn back the time, QT, I'm going to ask you first. If you could turn back the time, what would you change if there's anything you would change?
That's a hard one. The only thing I would probably change is I kept my mouth shut a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because my mouth got me into trouble more times than many. And I probably would have came in. I probably would have came in shape more often better, because I know for a fact I messed myself up. And I might have went for it a little harder, because I know for a fact I could have probably got even bigger. But I just didn't have it. I was distracted by children, child support payments, and every damn thing else was in my
How old is
ass.
your son, by the way? How old is your son now?
My oldest?
Yeah.
Oh, he's 30 now. I got one grandson with him. My oldest, all my kids are adults now. I got grandkids now. So my youngest one is 20 years old now. So they all grown. So they come around. I see them a lot. And my youngest son, Jamal went to a lot of shows, and he actually trains. But most of my kids, they're adults now. So it's easy now.
Yeah.
Now they come around checking on me, making sure I'm okay.
Yeah.
Already? To make sure I'm all right around here.
Yeah.
They're putting a mirror under his nose.
I got a bad temper and shit. I got a bad temper.
Lord.
They know how my ass is. Like,
Yeah.
What's the second thing you would have changed, Quincy? What's the second thing you would have changed? What's that second thing?
I'd have probably tried to did more movies than what I did. Because that's one place I should have. I didn't push it hard enough, as hard as I should have.
Yeah, because with your statue, I think, you should have been.
I should have pushed it a lot harder. But the thing was, you meet opposition in that type of arena that I wasn't prepared. And then with the way that my mindset was at the time, I was an aggressive motherfucker, and I was kind of angry. That was kind of like my foretold. From the time I was 12 until I was about 45, I was pretty angry motherfucker most of the time.
So do you also realize you calmed down a lot?
Oh yeah.
So the way you
not by choice, not by choice, not by choice, but it comes out that little man to come down that pipe every now and then as I get older. But I've learned to control him a little bit better, because I don't want my blood pressure going high. So you get older, you calm down. But I know I was a lot more angry than what I was. Anger got in the way of me doing things, and a lot of times I wouldn't say certain things sometimes, because I know if I let it come out, it's gonna come out the wrong way. Yeah. I had a bad temper when I was younger. I mean, come on, bro. I was taking a lot of stuff, and I like to impose my will. You know, that you got to remember, it's the time period too. The 90s was an aggressive time too. People ain't like that no more. I learned that in the 2000s, working in these clubs for a minute. I was like, whoa, okay, whoa, you can't touch nobody no more.
Yeah.
QT,
And the world ain't like that no more.
How tall are you, QT? So
6'4" now.
6'4"?
You got to come down a little bit. You came down at least an inch or two.
You know what brings you down the most, though. And you'll probably realize it too, Quincy. The grandkids. Yeah, because you don't want to be. I had a vision in my head of who I want to be, and being angry all the time ain't gonna be it. That's not good. That shit gonna age you faster, make your blood pressure high, walk around mad. Now, I enjoy little shit now more than what I ever used to. Yeah. And then hanging out, like I said, I went to the movies with my grandsons. Every time I have them, I go to the movies with them, and that's just the highlight of my day sometimes. Because I'm always working. And I'm just, like I said, I probably done read about 500 books, and a little bit more intellect in your head kind of makes you look at yourself like, why are you mad? Yeah. Why you angry, brother? Why you angry, brother? Why you angry, brother? Ain't no reason for none of that shit no more, bro. You mad for what? For what? You mad because you can't express yourself properly? You need to calm the fuck down. Yeah. You ain't got to get mad, because it ain't going to do you no good. And then contemplating your own mortality will really slow your ass down. Right. But for me, that's one, because I had a lot of people around me, friends that I went to school with. A lot of cats I went to younger here in Vegas are gone. And then watching people blow up like balloons and die from diabetes will do it for you. And it just makes you put things in perspective a whole lot more. I got other things to worry about, walk around I was a little bit more edgy back then, way more. Yeah. And I learned as I've gotten older, it ain't calm down. It ain't worth it. I remember I was backstage at the Olympia, and goddamn it, what's his name? One of them cats back there was getting ready to go off the deep end.
He was mad because he was mad at the places and everything. And actually, I'm the one who grabbed him and pulled him to the back and said, "Man, they're gonna kick you. You finna get suspended. You need to calm down."
On competitor?
Oh yeah,
Who was that? What year was that? I probably
I
can't
know
tell
Ronnie
you.
won that year. And it
2005
was,
probably, right? That's your first Olympia, right?
I did 2, I think. I had qualified for 3, but I did 2. But I remember that vividly, and it's been several times. One time I had to grab George Farr one time and pull his ass to the back. He was in New York because he was going off.
Was that thing that was 04?
Yeah.
Farr
Farr had the tempo, and seeing his tempo made me control mine a little bit better.
Yeah, that was 04 when I won that show. Yeah,
George Farr was mad about some shit that day, bro.
Take that ass. I tell him, take that ass whooping. Take that ass whooping.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
You don't remember who it was? Who was it?
That the Olympia, it was, God damn it.
Was it a brother?
I can't remember the boy's name. He was an African-American young man. He was from here.
What year was it?
It has to be when I took a picture of you two guys, 2005. And then we drove to Vegas. Remember?
So 2005 was the first year the Olympia was at the Orleans.
Period.
It was at the Orleans, too.
Yeah, that's the first year.
Who was that went off 05? I did it 05. Did I do it 03, 05?
Let's look up the lineup of the 2005 Olympia. And then
I know this boy's name, but it's on the tip of my tongue, and I know his face, too, but I know his name.
Wasn't Johnny.
No,
it wasn't Johnny. It wasn't Johnny.
No, it wasn't Johnny. No, it wasn't Johnny.
Was it?
05.
Was it
In the show?
Was it Ernie? Was it Ernie Taylor?
Ernie Taylor?
No. He was low level. He wasn't placing high like that. And he was from Las Vegas.
From Vegas. Who did an 05
From
Vegas?
Las Vegas. I wouldn't know who that was. Hold on.
I lived in Las Vegas in 05. Shit.
Y'all know this guy I'm talking about, but I just can't remember his name. And that happens to me more now. I'll be forgetting. Unless I see your face, I can't click it.
Yeah.
I noticed that about myself. I'm like, man, I be forgetting shit. And my wife be like, baby, you probably need to forget some of that stuff.
Was it Idris? Idris?
No, Idris went to the Olympics. God damn it.
All right, let me go through the list of competitors. We had Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Gustavo Badel, Gilta Slierkamp, Victor Martinez, Dennis James, Melvin Anthony, Branch Warren, Darren Charles, Mustafa Mohammed, Johnny Jackson, George Farah, Chris Cormier, David Henry, Marcus Rule, Chris Dim, Craig Richardson, Ronnie Raquel, Quincy Taylor, Alexander Fedorov, and Mike Sheridan.
It might have been Johnny.
No.
You wasn't Johnny?
There's more competitors than that, wasn't it?
That's all of them. That was the whole lineup.
Rob Lopez.
What?
No.
Rob in New York.
He's African American.
Did Rob Lopez even turn? Did he ever turn pro?
I just give him a shout out, dog. I just give him a shout out.
What's up, my boy Rob Lopez, baby? Why?
Maybe 2007. 2007, that's New Orleans too. That's
Hold on, 2007.
They won.
2000. It probably was 2007 because I know it was at the Olympia.
Huh.
And Ronnie won that year.
They be dropping an anger bomb.
He was mad.
It was not Eddie. Hey, hold on. It was not Eddie Abu.
No. He's an African American.
Eddie is more African than anybody on this panel right now.
Eddie is
American.
I remember I saw Ronnie almost jacked some dude up at the what Olympia? 96 Olympia. Somebody cut in front of him for the taxi line.
Taxi line. Remember that? That was funny.
All right.
Ronnie got mad. Ronnie got mad.
Quincy
got mad.
Was it Bill Harris? Bill Harris?
No.
Well,
I know Will.
Okay, let me give you all the names from 2007. Jay Cutler, Victor Martinez, Dexter Jackson, Ronnie Coleman, Dennis Wolf, Melvin Anthony, Silvio Samuel.
No.
Silvio?
No.
Gustavo Badel, Johnny Jackson, David Henry, Ronnie Raquel, Darren Charles, Hidetada Yamagishi, Tony Freeman, Will Harris, Mark Duckdale, Sergey Celestov, Quincy Taylor, Bill Wilmore, Eddie Abu, Vince Taylor, Marcus Rule, Francisco Batista, and Marcus Haley. Marcus Haley from Vegas.
My cousin.
Marcus Haley.
Yeah.
Marcus Haley. How my cousin go off? You grab my cousin.
I had to.
Don't be talking about my cousin. My cousin
He was
lost
backstage.
his ass.
He got mad, man. He got mad. I could see it in his face. I could see his face. I was like, let me
Yeah,
grab
he
this.
has
Yeah, he was bad.
Marcus used to have a very short temper too. I
He
remember
finna get
that.
himself into trouble. See, and I know how that worked because in '98 I competed in the Mr. California against Rich Piana. And as soon as I hit the side of that stage, I took that.
That was
trophy
99.
That
That was 99.
No, it was '98.
98, Rich was up there because I think he went both years, 98, 99.
Who? What?
Rich Piana, he won that Mr. California. I took second to him. You wasn't in that show.
No, I'm talking about USA. The USA did not. Okay, yeah, the 98.
No,
98.
I'm talking about the Mr. California.
Oh,
'98.
okay.
Rich Piana won that show. I took second to him. And that's how I learned that lesson. Don't be getting mad backstage. Just a thing.
Yeah, I remember that show. But yeah, I think two things I probably would change. Going back to that question.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. Go ahead.
Because I already know. So the first thing I
95.
probably would change, me personally, I wouldn't have been digging in trash cans, eating sugar.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have cheated. Period. I would have tried it. I did it a couple times. I didn't cheat for the
Melvin.
What?
Melvin,
Bear
please
jumped on your back.
don't say I did it a couple of times. It sounds like you
Couple
did
of
it.
times.
It sounds like you
You
did
was
it.
a dirty
Hold on.
vitriol.
Hold on. Melvin.
Drive me.
Hold on.
Check
You was
this out.
dirty.
Listen, guys, listen.
I wouldn't
We
cheat.
got to stop. We can't talk all at the same time. Melvin, when you say a couple of times, it sounds like it's been less than a handful.
No, I've cheated a lot of times.
So don't say a couple of times. I cheat.
About
Just
three.
say I cheated a lot.
There's 3 contests I didn't cheat at all. 3 of them.
Yeah.
And that was
Really?
the first thing I would have changed. Yeah, 3.
What were they?
And one was 2004, Night of Champions. I didn't cheat at all. Not one. Not one. I was with Pano Fargulis. Didn't cheat at all. The second time I didn't cheat was 06. 06 Olympia. I didn't cheat at all. The third contest I didn't cheat was the Phoenix Pro when I was with
2010.
them. 2010.
How many
Those 3
shows did you
contests.
do?
I did 39, motherfucker. I did 39 contests.
Just answer the question, man. You sound like an angry black man.
This is angry black man.
Angry.
Where you think Marcus got it from?
I come in peace.
Where you think
All right.
Marcus got it from?
Okay. So you said you would stop cheating, and what else would you
would've cheated.
change?
I think I would have. Now that I see all these like machines, so I think I would have did some different training, like on my glutes, so trying to get my glutes in. I didn't really pay more attention to it.
We weren't into that too much, though.
Yeah, they stayed on me about that. So I think I would have changed. I would have added that a day of just glutes and
Yeah,
hamstrings
but
only.
Melvin, now think about it for a second. In 2010, your glutes were in.
Yeah.
So what did
They
you
were.
change other than not cheat?
Well,
I'm
goddamn,
cheating.
that's just one thing I should have changed then. Goddamn.
So yeah, so don't blame the training.
I ain't making no
Yeah,
excuses.
sugar in
'Cause
the-
Yeah.
listen, I'm not making no.
You had too much.
excuses.
You had too
Listen,
much sugar in the booty.
Yeah, I tell you right now, I kicked a lot of ass cheating. So I wish
I know.
I would have not did
And
it
I'm
to
sure-
see exactly where it would have went.
I know, and I'm sure so did Chris and Flex.
Yeah, because
But
we all did it.
I really wanted to. If I
would've
could,
been- I would've won.
If that was possible, just to clap my hand and see you guys, you Melvin, Chris, Flex, at 100% without fucking doing anything that they're not supposed to do.
Oh yeah, it'd have been over. It would have been crazy.
Who would Miller's the question for you and for Quincy? Melvin, not cheating, 100%, doing everything, not missing a single cardio session. Flex and Chris, who would win?
It would be super hard to think. Now think.
That's a hard one.
Yes.
Flex 93. Flex 93, Arnold was at his best condition ever, right?
He never,
So if you take that condition,
he never looked like that ever.
Chris, your connection is bad, Chris.
He never looked like that ever again.
I know.
yeah. But question then is asked, if you are at your best, what would happen? Flex 93 conditioning with 99 size would be hard to beat, but even Flex 99.
Yeah, but we can't. No. We can't put them together like this. We can't fucking
Can't do that, though.
We can't put Legos together from 99 and no.
No.
Flex at
That's
his
never-
best, Chris at his best, Melvin at his best. Not from different years, because now we can
hold on a
we can
second.
build an unbeatable fucking bodybuilder. I can
Let's
say
go do some scientific shit now.
But you say at the best, or considering they would not cheat,
Yes.
and they would be
Yes.
they could do better.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I mean, both Chris and Melvin would give Flex run for the money, and Flex is considered the best body of all time, right?
That's what I was thinking. I think
Yeah,
they give him a run for his money. I think they both could battle him, but Kenny just
I don't know.
looked kind of. If Kenny came in shape like the way he did in them years like that, I don't know what that's a hard beat.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen it. You know,
Yeah,
I did.
but here's how I look at this situation. Yes, I believe
I
that
beat Flex.
Flex in '99 and '93 Arnold's that picture, the side twisted back shot, is the best bodybuilding photo ever taken of any bodybuilder.
agree.
My
I
personal favorite
Yeah,
picture.
I agree.
But now
I agree.
I'm looking at something else. I'm looking at Flex at his best. He would probably be not more than 220. Chris at his best would probably be in the 250s.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
now put that next to each other.
Say two, me and my best.
Same height,
Chris.
same height. They're about the same height, but but Chris would be 30 pounds more.
It wouldn't be that big of a difference. I mean, come on.
Because Kenny's lines are so freaking.
You see the last spread?
Yeah, but
Yeah. So
The last spread took what?
Chris
Your
gets
last
it on the
spread,
width.
my last spread hang with both of y'all last spread. Don't talk that shit. Wait
Come
a minute.
on,
My
man.
waist, my
I'm gonna let you talk, but don't get crazy.
Let's get crazy because
I'm gonna let you talk, but don't get crazy, dog.
we turn around to the back.
got
That
people
27
listening
inch
to
waist
you.
on that back gonna wear you out. I'm sorry. That backdoor bicep, you cannot hang with me in no backdoor bicep. I don't give a damn. We can display it right now because look, June was the day.
How many-
I'm still ready
listen,
to feel your clothes off.
How many top threes did you get?
It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm telling you, said at your
But
best.
you're talking
at my
about
best.
taking somebody out, and you're talking about taking me out like this.
No, here it is.
Defender
Then we
for the
talking about, he
world.
said
What are you
at our
talking
best.
about?
He said at
How
our
many-
best.
How many top 5 champ did you get in Olympia? How many times?
Let me ask you
QT,
this. Did you ever lose to
QT,
me?
it's like old crumpy man fighting.
Answer.
Yeah, hold on. I said, did you ever?
I'm
I just
enjoying
asked Chris a
myself
question.
though.
I
Yeah,
said,
but you
Chris,
ran
it
up
doesn't
on me.
matter. Look, he mad.
No,
I said,
but you
Chris,
ran up on me every
I
time
ran
you
up on
ran
you
up on
every
me. What
chance I got.
happened? Every time you ran up on me, what happened?
It doesn't matter. I'm supposed to do. That's my job to
Answer
take
the
a title.
question. Answer.
Should you? 2001. I still think I beat you in
Just answer the
2001.
question.
I just
Just answer the
answered it.
question.
I never beat you.
I said every time you ran up on me, what happened?
Have you ever lost to me, Chris? Shut that down.
Oh,
Next
question.
question. Has Flex ever lost to me?
I don't want to answer
Shut
Oh, yeah,
that
that
come
question.
down. So I'm saying it doesn't matter
You
when.
talking about you talking about lost you when I almost died? You talking about when I
Okay.
came back from the stage and almost died?
You should never get. Is that an excuse or you got on stage?
Bro, I almost died just months before. What are you talking about?
Chris, I'm gonna keep it real. Did you get on stage? Are you saying angry? Did you get on stage?
Melvin, why don't you answer the question though? How
I
many
did.
times you ran up on me and you got shut down?
How many times did I lose to you? Many times. But have you ever
How
lost to
many
me?
times you got shut down? Like you walked up on the stage. I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Yes, sir. That's my
And
job.
we went, and
Yeah,
I looked
but
at you.
hold on, but you got to remember, you got to say this though.
Yo, hey, listen.
To be Chris,
Wait.
Chris
I
wasn't
said-
at his best at that time.
It don't
I
matter.
said,
Okay, so
listen,
Chris is at his
everybody
best.
says.
I don't think so, Mel.
No,
I'm
man.
just saying.
Come on,
Here's what I
dog.
say.
When he's at his best, and I've seen him at his best, and that shit ain't no joke.
Okay,
I
Quincy,
think Chris at his best,
hold on.
too.
Melvin, 1 second. Chris, 1 second. Quincy, okay, if this is the excuse when somebody loses to say, I wasn't at my best.
I don't think it should've
hold
been.
on, Melvin, hold on. Does that mean that I got to wait till you're at your best and I have to beat you that day in order to beat you?
That's a great question.
Bragging rights, yes.
That's
Bragging
a
rights,
great-
I think so.
Man,
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But listen, if we go into the Olympia or we go into a bodybuilding show, I got to go against the people that step on stage, right?
That part.
100% correct.
So now,
100%.
if you're not at your best
That's your fault.
and you think
you
you're
take the L.
vulnerable and you can lose, you should stay your ass home.
Listen. That's
Okay,
like
come next
I
week.
can't get on stage. Like, listen, it's just like
You're right, you're
let's
right.
go to
I ain't gonna say
fighting.
nothing,
Let's
you're
go
right.
let's go to the UFC. I can't go into the ring and not being at my best, getting my ass beat, and then say,
That part.
okay, but I wasn't at my best. Who gives a
That
fuck?
part.
Listen. When you go up against somebody, say whatever many times, you got beat down. I'm coming out of off of my grave. I'm like
Doesn't
getting
matter.
dug out of the grave. Come back to the. You beat me one time when I was retiring.
It doesn't matter. But you should have retired a year before that. Then see, here's the thing. It's no knock.
Melvin,
Because
let me go back and finish though. Let
hold
me go
on.
back and finish. Dennis,
Yeah,
no,
finish
you
your
hold
thing.
on.
Okay, Melvin,
You
hold on.
hold on, bro. Listen, Melvin walked up, got up on the stage and said, I've been waiting for this my whole life. He
Yes,
thought
sir.
I was going to take me out. And I looked over and I said, what the fuck did he just say to me? And then we went through the turns, went through the poses. I always said, Chris, come here back in line. I went, see you later.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
then he said his dad, and they had someone else replace me up there to go
It was,
against Melvin.
King Kamali, I
Let's
think.
never run up on me like that.
Was that the
And what I tell you,
was that the Iron Man?
Iron Man
No, it's in San
2001.
Francisco.
Iron Man
It was
2001.
Frisco.
You go back and watch that prejudging. I don't play with nobody. I don't care who stand
But
on
that
there.
was
I was
Frisco.
trained that way.
Yeah, but Melvin, we
That
can't.
was Frisco, Melvin.
Listen, I could go back and say, yeah, I think I should have beat you there. Should have beat you there. It's not. It didn't happen. So we can't
It didn't
talk about
happen.
show. Well,
Yeah.
well, it did happen eventually.
Right.
It did happen eventually. I got
But-
most of the guys that beat me. Eventually, I beat, and
But
it's
listen,
okay to say.
I beat Chris two or three times. I'm not even sure, but I am not delusional and say that I was a better bodybuilder than Chris. Chris,
I
was-
didn't-
I'm on the same
I didn't-
page.
Chris
I'm
was
on
on
that
that.
page with Dennis.
Huh?
Now that
I beat Chris one time, I think, in my entire career. One time,
Canada.
and that's because he wasn't at his best.
I
And don't even-
know,
I'm trying
but
to
I
remember,
don't-
Did I really
yeah,
beat him? I
but-
don't think I did.
Yeah, but I don't accept people saying that.
That was
if
almost
you
after I died
take
too,
the
and that was-
take the fucking loss and just
take the L.
forget about it. I wouldn't.
Yeah, but the
I
thing is
would-
with Chris, I don't think I'm a better bodybuilder. Nowhere near. 'Cause
Yeah.
I never said-
Chris taught me stuff.
Yeah, and listen, I give Chris all the respect in the world, but Chris needs to just when people say they beat him, he
Take
needs
a
to
L.
not get defensive about it because
Yeah,
listen,
not at all.
it's his responsibility
explaining what-
to not get on stage when he's not in shape.
Yeah, but Dennis,
Exactly.
okay,
No.
question.
No, I was trying to save a check every month. That's what I was trying.
I bet, and I was
Is
trying-
that
and I
just
was
your
trying to get
career?
that.
You're like, man, I'm trying to save this check.
Yeah, but I
need it.
get that too. But then it wouldn't piss me off if somebody said I beat you. I would
Hey,
laugh about it.
Hey, so
Hey,
I don't
listen.
want to call it that I beat Richard Gaspari and put him in retirement. But when he went up there against us in the '97 Night of Champions, I don't really call myself beating Rich Gaspari. I don't.
Yeah,
But
but,
that- that's
but
right.
I don't
But
think.
that's right.
Yeah, I don't think
In
you
the
can.
show.
I don't think you can compare that.
Yeah,
Just
but
don't mention-
Dennis
Two-
and Melvin, Chris did 72 pro shows. He would compete like 30 shows in 3 years. Okay, and he
And
says
what does that-
many
what does that
times.
mean?
Oh, that means
That means we-
doing his job. And many times he said, "I'm gonna go 70%. I can still beat these fools." This is how he. They need to be-
That's very
they
fucking
need to be
disrespectful,
at his
though.
time best. He said, "Listen, you had a hard
I'm
time
doing
dieting.
10 shows a year.
You have a
Yeah,
hard
he
time
probably.
dieting.
Hey, he probably.
He's doing a 30 shows in 3 years.
I get it, but we competed a lot.
Okay.
We competed a lot too. And listen,
Everybody competed.
And I believe what you just said. I believe Chris thought, I don't even need to be in shape to beat these fools. Listen,
Chris did that a lot.
I never
because
forget.
was with him.
I never forget Hungary. After prejudging, we backstage. Melvin comes.
2001.
Melvin comes to me like, "Oh, you got him today. You got him today. You got him."
You gonna beat his ass today. I so did. I came back there. I said, you gonna beat his ass today. And there's no me saying I was a better bodybuilder. I'm saying the day of the show, you know when it was. You show
Keep it
up.
clear.
That's it. And I never said I was a better
Keep it
bodybuilder.
clear.
Chris hates
That's,
to.
I'm gonna keep it clear, but with the no doubt, we all bodybuilders. So it's our
Chris,
job. to try to
Chris
beat each
hates
other.
to lose. He hates to lose.
He hate to lose.
Oh, I don't like to lose nothing.
I know, I get it, but it's like what,
I know.
20 something years later? Man, come on, don't get fucking.
And he's still.
Hey, I just don't want the listeners to be misconstrued.
Oh, it sounds yeah,
the
but to
listeners
the,
can go back and watch the show. They can make their own
we are the
decisions.
listen,
Same way.
we are the history. We are the history, and we got to verbalize it because we don't have the magazines anymore to put our history out there. But we can't change the history and give them some shit that didn't really happen like that.
yeah, but,
I never gave no history.
You never asked my question.
The
You never
question
asked my
was.
question about every time.
The question was, Chris. Listen, you are one of my mentors, along with Milos
I'm
and.
trying to
Dennis.
get top 5 in the world is what I'm asking.
I
I
don't
was
hear
saying, how
what
many
you said.
top 5 placings in the world? How
How
many
many top fives
top 5 placings did you in the world? Yeah.
in the world? I got one. 2006, top 5. 2006, 2007, 6, 2008, 6. So 3 in a row in the top 5 or 6. So what's your point?
I said 5. I said top
He
5.
said, I said 5, not
Because
6.
you
I said 5. I said 1. But see,
because you
that doesn't.
start adding
that
shit on.
Here it is. It's still the top in the world. So it doesn't. I don't care
This
about
guy.
the statistics. I care about what he asked. He asked at our best, at our
No, I
extreme
asked
best.
you. I
said
asked you
1.
personally.
Okay, to get back to my questions before you guys.
You said you were gonna do something to me when we turned it
To
around.
get
Like,
back
what
to
do you-
my questions, my question was simply to give all three of you guys, you, Melvin, and Flex, the ultimate props, because I think you guys at 100% would have been 3 of the best
have been-
bodybuilders to ever. To ever do it.
Melvin was my little brother, man. He was my little brother, man.
I still love your little brother, fool. Stop trying to act like you ain't. I'm come over your
I'm
house
just
to the
saying.
minute. Play with it.
I'm just saying, like, but I just don't want people to think that, oh, we got something up with it. No, it's not like that.
No, it's never like that with us.
Okay, hold on. Chris, are you 69 too?
No, Chris.
67.
67. Oh, okay, so yeah. Yeah, so he is your little brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I watched from the beginning to the end. Oh, man, come on, I know Chris better than most people.
Hey, Melvin, last time Chris told me that I had soft, smooth legs. So I sent him like 20 photos and videos.
No, Dennis.
When did he say that?
Dennis, he
I remember-
spammed the shit out. Dennis, when the show was over, he spammed the shit out of me on my DMs. Like 30 photos in my DM. I'm like, man, chill out, dude.
Chris was always talking crazy.
He sent you pictures of his legs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a smooth fucking legs.
like 30 of them. Dennis,
Dennis.
30.
What did we talk about? Why did you call him smooth
I
legs?
said his legs were smooth.
Yeah, I know, but why? What did we talk about?
Talk about the
Chris doing
avid
it to-
thigh, and he said, my avid thigh, I beat you, and then I said, man,
No, I told you I was
Legs
giving you the
smooth.
run for the money. I told you I would give you a run for the money, and then you said, "Oh, your legs were smooth." Like what?
I remember. Yeah, I remember meeting Milo for the first time. Seeing this boy, that boy.
Milos,
That boy
I'm gonna talk some
got a
shit.
physique. Got a physique on.
Yeah. I'll send Dennis to post
You
it.
say something, I'm gonna say something. That's
Did the same one.
I will forward all the pics to Kylie for her to put them up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
put,
Hey, Dennis, what happened to the?
Hey,
to
the
the contest?
motherfucker.
That boy.
Don't get him started. Don't get him started.
That is all the way up. Anyway,
Don't get
so
him started.
Chris, and Melvin, you at your best.
Here we
Flex
go.
is
We
best.
still on it. What?
Who is the best, Chris? At your all-time best, Melvin and Flex next to you, who wins?
And what?
in playing
Dennis is question.
in playing golf.
Dennis is question.
Me.
Hypothetically.
Me.
Okay. How about you, Melvin?
To be honest, since I'm a doppelganger of Flex, I'm gonna have to say Flex,
All right.
and then me and Chris have to just tussle because I wouldn't know. I would say Flex would beat us both. at his
Dennis.
best.
Yeah, you tell me.
This is a really hard one, man. As much as I want to say Flex, I got to say if Chris at something we have never seen, because we never
On
seen
him?
Chris
Yeah.
100%. With no bullshit.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I think Chris would have been fucking Mr. Olympia.
Yeah. I can honestly say that the last time when I saw Chris, it was in '98 when Ronnie won, or was it the second year when he came back? And I told Chris, I walk up to him, Crook, I said, Chris, man, I think you're pushing Ronnie for the first place. And you're like, I think that I'm
You
giving
told
it
me 99.
I would tell you that.
99.
I would have challenged for the title the very next year when Ronnie came in smoother. I was on track, and I'll tell you this before. I was on track, and I didn't fucking do the show. I think I would have won that 2000 Olympia. I would have been Mr. Olympia.
Why didn't you do the show?
Remember, I had that seizure before, like a few months out, and I was like, and I didn't know if if there was a health situation I needed to be concerned with. So I just thought I'd just not do it. And then I was like, everything is fine because I was actually just taking too much growth at the time when I was in Mexico.
So you 99.
That's when Ronnie was
99.
smooth, remember?
99, he
you placed
pushing.
third.
Then I
99,
got
you
my
placed third,
dyno.
and in
I got my dyno
2000,
tape.
2000, 2 months out, you pulled out.
Yeah.
And I took the whole year off without competing because I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a year and just get ready for the Olympia. And that was
So
the
you
one
took
time-
off because you had a seizure and gyno.
Yeah. No, I took the gyno out, and my chest was way more shapelier, way
Yeah.
more round.
So even
would
better,
say.
even better.
It was better.
Even better. And I missed that time.
I
and
don't
then,
know if I
you
would let it. I don't know if I would have let a seizure fucking throw me off my game.
Hell
I would have
nah.
went back.
But-
And Manuel was trying to get me to do it anyway. He was like, man, he's like, you're gonna be. I was in good shape sitting in the audience still. I was in good shape. And he's like, I would have been no less than third for sure. I just didn't do it. And that's what I regret.
But do
in
you
my
remember that
opinion,
conversation, Chris? Do you
That's
remember
what
do you remember what you had said? You were like, yeah, man, I think I'm pushing it, but I don't think they're gonna give it to me. Remember you came off stage and I asked you, I was like, bro, you beating Flex right now. Me and Rico sitting right next to each other. He's like, man, you kicking
Yeah.
Flex's ass right
Yeah.
now.
And
He
that's
said,
in
"Ben,
99, Flex was still considered, you
Yeah.
know. I beat him at the Ironman. He beat me at the Arnold, which I don't agree with still to this day.
No,
You don't agree
I don't
with
agree
any
with it.
time you lost against someone.
Not
Chris.
that one though. Go back. Let's put him up.
You give
Kylie, get the photos.
you give Jay
Get the
Cutler
photos,
shit.
Kylie.
You give Jay Cutler
Hey,
shit for
and you know
beating
what?
you.
You know what, Dennis?
But
Dennis,
let
and I
me do it.
tell you,
You know,
three judges that come onto the show at the Primetime Muscle, and I just tell them, I say, hey, I think we should rejudge some of these photos. I mean, some of these shows. I would be really curious how you guys would judge that right now. I'd be curious.
I like that idea. I like that idea to
Let's go back and judge it again.
Yeah.
Since
But
they, you know,
okay, so I'll tell you this, guys. Okay, now think about this. When somebody's like Chris or Melvin, you said the flex, the beautiful physiques, shapes, right? Okay, and then they hit the pose, and maybe they're gonna lose the pose to like Dorian Yates, right? In pose for pose, some poses, right? But just standing there, moving around, looking at the body, it's uncomparable. Hashtag bodybuilding, right? They look better in every possible movement and around, but then you hit the mandatory pose and okay, I can see this pose goes to him. I just use Dorian as an example. But we have this nowadays. They show, and Dennis, if you remember at Olympia, I told you, you were watching, look at Samson standing there and look at Derek and Hadi just standing there, right? You know, pay attention. You know, it's overwhelming in a hashtag bodybuilding, right? This is what you all want. But then when you hit the pose, you can lose the pose. So now it's 8 mandatory poses, or is the body? What are we judging?
Well, but this,
No.
the standing there is not a pose. So, I mean, if you look good standing there, then maybe you shouldn't pose and just stand there. We can't do that either. But I saw what you were saying. Samson has an unbelievable relaxed front standing pose. Just even
Oh, it's
not even position himself, just standing there.
yeah, just without even moving.
But that's not a
Yeah.
mandatory pose. So we don't. The people don't
Dennis.
judge it. Huh?
Dennis, do you remember? I don't know if you remember or not, because you were kind of young at the time. But SHAWN was like considered like the pedigree of all.
Yeah, I
productivity.
remember that
Yeah,
absolutely.
it was.
Remember,
I remember
do
that.
you remember? Do you guys remember? He had a tough battle for first and second, and they turned him around. They hit that lat spread, and they figured out he didn't have no lats from the back.
Yeah.
What do you talk? You talking about the '94 Olympia?
It was, I think so. And I'm telling you, the judges never looked at him the same ever again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Flex had the same situation with his last spread. He never had a last spread.
Yeah, that was his worst pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
Milos,
like
I'm
that.
taking that into consideration when I've compared Chris at his best that we haven't
Yeah,
seen,
I would kill him on that.
and then we go
then-
pose by pose.
Yeah. So
But-
Yep.
I said it publicly. I think that 99 Chris beat Flex.
Yeah,
I
he
said
did.
it times.
I told him right through. Yeah, I told him he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat him in 95 also at the Olympia, though.
Mm-hmm.
Placed behind me in 95. People don't remember that, though.
Is that the year he said he was natural?
No, that
No.
was
That was after.
2002.
He
2002.
said what? Boy, if you don't, I know he didn't say that lie. Did he say that lie? Ooh. You look out of here. I'd have told all this. What you lying for?
Quincy, if you look back or if you look at bodybuilding in general, who was your favorite bodybuilder? Your favorite physique of all time?
Physique?
If you have to choose one bodybuilder, who would be the one?
Sean Ray.
Yeah.
Sean Ray. He's the first bodybuilder I ever saw live, and Sean's posing, the physique, and everything.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. He's definitely
He
up there.
running, but he is running real close in my mind with Chris. I ain't gonna lie, Chris's physique to me. My first year as a pro, I went with Chris we went on that tour, and Chris just kind of blew my head off when I was watching him. The way the physique, and him and Sean was my favorite just because he's the first bodybuilder I ever saw on stage, and his body and his physique just to me were like, what the hell? The posing, the way he posed, he knew exactly how to make his body look the best that he could with his posing. Yeah. You know, and like at certain Dennis Yo physique, when you won that USA, oh yeah, that shit was beautiful.
Did you just boo Chris?
No.
He said,
bro. I said, bro. I said, I tell you that all the time. I said, that's the one.
That year?
When I saw that fool walk to the goddamn goal, I was like, this motherfucker, who the fuck is that, right?
That's why I'm saying if I could turn back the time, I wouldn't chase size.
That year you were beautiful. And that's the kind of physique I look at, I'm like, God damn, look at that. And that's what I tried to emulate my entire career.
Dennis, that's fucking bodybuilding right there. That's fucking bodybuilding. That's what you was doing. And then you stopped bodybuilding.
Went for that
big. And I was like, think about this, Dennis. It's everyone has a good structure or basically their structure they're God-given. But there's a time when you're too fucking heavy for your own physique to be
I totally agree. And I admitted that already 1,000 times, Chris.
1,000 times.
That's what I see with guys today.
Yeah.
That's what I see with guys today. You have a total different physique than trying to push some of the PEDs that they do. Like you got to do this, you got to stay, you got to TRT, and you got. I think they just totally take themselves out of whack from what I saw in you, Dennis, to where you became, and then Flex did the same thing. He tried to overshoot his physique.
Yeah, but why, Chris? Why? Think about it. Why?
That was the era. Everybody was pushing size.
It was the Ronnie era. It was the Ronnie era. You have to chase. You have to chase the size.
And a Ronnie.
Yeah.
We were all chasing that a little bit. Everybody chasing it a little bit.
Yeah, but Chris, Quincy, the good thing is everybody was chasing size, but not everybody could get that big.
Yeah.
No.
You know, not everybody does the things you have to do in order to get to that size. You know, because everybody wants to get bigger. Of course, Melvin wanted to get bigger, but he was not that guy to get that big.
No.
You know?
I think in this era,
for me, it was just, it's growing was just so fucking easy, to be honest. I mean, as soon as I met Milos, it was just,
Dennis, I do miss the goddamn bar bending in my hands with the 5 plates on that incline. That shit so much.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh my God.
I remember
That's
watching
a rush. That's a
Feel
rush.
like Superman. You walk around, feel like Superman all day long.
Oh my God.
5 plates.
That's
That's one thing I miss myself.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that
All right. Dennis, I want to think about this. Chris, you too. Okay. So, Chris, when I say that you never really push 100% to be super ripped, then you get offended. But I want to tell you, you have that natural hardness and fibrotic, cross-striated quads and feathers. You do that back double biceps, even though Melvin thinks he beats you. You know, there's so much detail and all this shit, right? But you were never really peeled. And I think if you did get peeled, your detail will come even more. It will be like, holy shit. And now the structure is there, width is there, that Flex didn't have. It will be super dangerous. Like you were saying before, I'm good enough to beat these fools. And like 99, that's beautiful condition, beautiful body. But still, there was not striated glutes and not like paper thin skin. It was great combo. But you know what I mean?
If you had 2 or 3 in my right glute.
Yeah, he had the face.
2 or
And,
3 of my right
A
glute.
a few.
I
yeah.
think so, man.
I think that
You,
That had-
Melvin, and I, we had
That had to
three-
be the leg you had on the ground when you had your leg up
yeah.
on the right glute.
Yeah, that you talking about that onion skin.
Now, yeah,
one,
but
one,
now
one per-
imagine Chris Miller's super peel striated glutes. This is the way you want to see it with his shape.
It's
Oh,
untouchable.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's-
think nobody could beat him if he did that. I don't think nobody could have beat him.
And that's what I'm considering.
No.
That's what I'm considering when I compare these three guys.
It would have took a strong off season without all the shows, and it would have been like, I need to have been like, I don't locked down somewhere and just
Yeah,
like,
you had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to be on a
Chris gotta-
leash
Chris
at someone's
gotta be on the
house.
This is all I could do.
You
You
had
have
to,
to lock Chris away. You have to lock him in
Yeah.
there because Chris was always moving. Chris was always somewhere. I used to
on a
he'd be in
leash.
Long Beach.
On a leash
Go
from
work
the
out.
bedroom to the pool, max. That's it. Not
Yeah.
further.
It had to be structured.
To the massage, to get the massage and back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I think is the best era is for as far as like the bodybuilders you guys were saying. This era, the era before, when I seen Sean Ray for the first time in his house, that guy, I walked in there and I looked at him. He's in the closet. He looked like a tiny little crackhead. I'm like, he's not that big to me. You know, John Brown was like, hey man, what you think? I was like, he's not that big to me because he's really short. Yeah, come on back here into his posing room.
Melvin, he's not much shorter than you, man. Come on
Hey,
now.
that boy, he's short.
I don't know why
That boy-
everybody's
Sorry.
making Sean so short. Sean might be a half an inch shorter than you.
5'6.5".
No, man, he's like 5'6". I'm 5'8.5".
You ain't no 5'8.5". Maybe you used to be.
5'8.5" in my shoes. In my shoes. So in my shoes.
In my shoes.
So John says, hey, come on, follow me. Let me. What you think? I said, he's small, he's little. He said, just wait. Just come to my room. So Sean had this big old room. There's all these lights in this room, mirrors. That boy took his shirt up. I was like, I never seen nothing like that.
Yeah.
He turned to the side. It looked like frog skin. He started moving. I said, that mother, goddamn. So when I walked up, he said, you still think you can get him? I was like, I got some work to do. He said, but you can be there. I said, but so that guy from every shot impressed me.
Yeah.
From every shot.
Sean is one
Dorian had that same type of
Sean
thing.
is in my top 3 of all time bodybuilders.
It was
Yeah,
the posing that did it for
Mine
him.
too.
That fucking those
Yeah, that-
routines. you just
The
be
whole
like,
combination, the pose
That's
and everything.
that John Brown shit.
Exactly.
Man. I'm telling you that
When it
John
comes to
Brown.
bodybuilding, you have to consider every single thing, every aspect of bodybuilding.
The whole combo.
Yes, you have to move. It says so. I think my best
Right.
bodybuilder of all time was Sergio Oliva. Sergio Oliva, that guy was before his time. For me, of all time, any bodybuilder, I'll put that guy next to anybody.
If you compare him with the people after him, you would really put him there.
No, I'm just saying. For me, in that era, it was Sergio Oliva.
Okay.
This era, I would say Flex. For me,
dude, I used to
for
love.
me.
I used to love the Mincer brothers, man. I used to love that, and I felt like me and my brother could have been something like that if he would have
Hell
kept going.
yeah! You talking about Rob?
My brother was a good bodybuilder, man. For real. We had the same bodies, but he had a thicker, rounder chest, thicker, rounder shoulders.
Yes, he
Thicker.
did.
I mean, he had the abs perfect. Mine's a little off a little bit. He was straight across.
You talking about Robert, right?
Yes, yeah, he has smaller
Hell
legs.
yeah!
He has smaller legs than me, but if he got his legs bigger, we would have been the next Mincer brothers.
Hell
sure.
yeah! Robert was no joke.
I mean, see some photos, man. You'd be like, "Is that?" Yeah, we look like alike on it, but he was.
I didn't know you had a brother like this.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, Milo. You never met Robert?
Find some pictures, man. I want to see it.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Milo, Robert was a beast, man. Robert was bigger than Chris.
He went against
That boy,
He went against Rico and
yeah.
and Titus.
Yep. I think didn't he beat both of them?
Did he ever turn pro?
Oh,
He
he
didn't
did. He
want to.
stopped.
He just stopped bodybuilding.
Oh,
He stopped.
Dennis, that boy was a beast. Robert, oh my God.
His legs were
Robert,
thick. I remember
thick
him.
boy. Remember that Quincy? That boy was
why
thick
did he?
and
Why,
strong.
legs were big.
why did he stop though? What was the reason?
Fucking stop, dude. He's made me so mad. He's the one that wanted to start bodybuilding because he's like, man, your chest is flat, man. You gotta start doing push-ups. I'm like, okay, I'll start doing push-ups every day. And then he got me into wrestling. He got me into all that stuff. And we used to fight all the time.
Oh,
fight
so your
in
older
track.
brother?
Yeah. This
Oh,
is my
okay.
brother right here.
Holy
That's-
shit.
I
That's when
told
he
you.
did. That's when he won the state championships in Idaho. I did his diet online, and then he came to Venice, and he was staying with me in Venice, and then he was just like, He just like, I came home and he's eating some rice. I was like, what are you eating just rice for? Where's your protein? And he was like, you know, he just like he didn't want to do it no more. But I was like, man, you had a chance to kick some ass. We could have been right there in Olympia. Look at this shot. This is me and him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rob wasn't nothing to play with.
All right, Chris, let me change the subject real quick before we run out of time. How is Rubiel doing now?
Doing great.
Is he getting better?
Yes.
And hey,
Get
what they
better.
arguing about him beating some dude? The bot.
Yeah, that was last week. That was last
Yeah,
week.
last week. I saw that.
We got
Man, I
past
was like,
that.
Is that the kid? Is that the kid? Is that the kid you trained, Chris, the brother that's real huge?
Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
big old, he
That
big
boy
old dude.
big. That boy got a physique on him. That's massive. That's a monster.
That $100,000.
Right there.
Was it $100,000 on the line? $100,000 for that dude
If I was Chris for that alone, I would be in his ass every day.
in his ass. You better get all the
Yeah,
way.
so
I would say, Rubiel, if you beat BEHROUZ, I'll give you $20,000.
That part.
Hey, how about 50? At least 50.
That part.
I gave him $50,000.
Because that bet
No,
right
but,
there. He said,
you know,
when he said it, but when he said it, I went back and looked at the pictures, Chris. I was like, well, who are they talking about? Because I didn't know that was his name. So I went back on the internet and I looked at the guy's pictures. That's the one that always, you know, he posed a little funny. But he's ripped. But I'm like, he stands
Okay,
from the
so
front.
good question. Yeah, Milo, so who beat Melvin? Who wins? BEHROUZ at his best and Rubiel?
But it's
You
hard to
asking
say.
me?
Yeah, you
asking
you just froze for a second.
You asking me or Chris?
you, Melvin.
Oh, if it is best,
I don't have to ask Chris because Chris is saying Rubiel is going to win.
I said, if they come at his best, the way I see that guy, he's very, very ripped, good condition. But that Rubio, he gonna swallow him up. If he turns around to the back and he open that back up, that Beirut good to sit down somewhere.
I know exactly what y'all. I know both of your kids. I just looked them up. I know which ones y'all talking about. That kid Rubio is monstrous.
Rubio gonna be.
You know,
if
Yeah,
he,
but
if he
do
moves right,
you know that his back is his weaker shot?
it's
No,
a
it's not.
yes,
No, it's not.
it is. Yes, it is.
No, it
don't.
when, he
Look,
turns,
when-
when he turns around to the back, I think if he
I'm not
if he
saying,
poses correctly-
Chris, I'm not saying now. I think that it was his weaker shot. That's
what I'm saying.
I meant to say
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry.
If he brought that back up to, if he brought his back up to match his lower half, because his lower half is kind of Ronnie.
There's nothing he can do to match his lower half in 1 year. I don't think so.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm
listen.
just saying. But if he improves to
Let
where
me-
he can present it and make that
let me-
comparable to every shot, I
As soon-
think Rubio's going to edge him out.
as
I think
soon
you'll get
as
that
his-
100,
Let me tell you.
As soon as his
Let me tell you
legs,
something. Let me tell you something. When someone he's not standing straight up and down no more. That's not
I hope
happening.
not.
okay.
He's not.
But if his
But
legs
listen.
separate, then they're
Yeah.
gonna look even bigger.
Yeah.
It's gonna get
Yeah,
even
they are.
worse.
Yeah, they are.
But if you said
Yeah.
anything
No,
else,
it's gonna be better shape. It's gonna be better
Yeah.
shape. Than,
if you say anything else, but when they turn around and he opens up that back, it sure is over. I mean, this is the back he's going against.
Yeah,
So
but
you
I
just follow
understand
him
his
up?
back.
I'm,
But his
I'm glad he
hamstring,
don't
yes,
carry
but
that
the
on the
back, because-
stage.
Here's what I
Oh,
see.
that was backstage, like 10 minutes before the stage. you
Yeah,
know?
but he's gonna have to.
But
Help
then
him
what
put his
happened
hamstrings
under the
up.
lights?
Yeah.
His
yeah.
glutes are striated, but his hamstrings are small compared to his quads. And the way he stands,
let me-
he stands with his quads outward.
Hey, hey, listen.
I was saying
Hey,
when
listen,
he
real quick.
opens up the back, he's gonna swallow him up like.
Listen, real quick. Listen, real quick. Check this out. So we were looking at some of the photos, the video from when he competed. He turned when the amateur, then he posed the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "That looks like your little brother." Like it didn't. It made me look like I could see why people would doubt the guy, but those photos, the way he was posing, the way he looked, and the way his legs looked to his upper body, I could see all of that way more clear than I did, back then.
How confident are you that he's gonna beat BEHROUZ?
I'm confident.
So would you put
Okay.
100? Would you put 100,000 on it against
If
Abdullah?
I had it, I would have it.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
listen, then,
Do you have?
It's gonna be
Do
a
you
fight.
have?
I think that's gonna
Do
be a
you
fight.
have 100,000 collateral?
listen, he looked. Yeah, I do. Yes, listen, he looked that much different.
No,
Listen,
I'm just, I'm taking business here.
Yeah, I do.
That's because that dude
Listen.
was confident.
Listen, I'm just telling you, he looked that much different, and that wow factor. I just think I've lost to the wow factor. We all lost to that wow factor. And he has that wow factor.
I'm 100%.
He got
Okay.
it.
But
Wow
I'm
factor.
just thinking,
One second.
I'm thinking business
One
right
second.
now.
In shape. He's
One
in
second.
shape. He has no
Okay.
fat on his glutes. He has no fat on his back. He's in shape like a son of a bitch. And he looks way different than he ever looked ever in his life.
Which is so on that wow factor, if he's ripped to pieces, can he win Olympia?
It's possible, yeah. His front
I mean,
double.
That's
His front
speaking,
double.
right?
His front
Wow
double knee.
factor determines he can win against anybody, including all the Olympia, right?
Yeah.
I said, let me.
If that's
Either-
all that matters, but it's hashtag bodybuilding still. Don't forget that.
I
Question.
say
Milos.
I think either bodybuilder can possibly if they come at their best win a Mr. Olympia, Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't go
Not
as far.
Mr. Wow contest.
I wouldn't go as far as
listen.
saying that.
But listen, he don't have Chris Cormier deep cords coming through his legs. That would be the end of it all. But the good thing is a lot of guys don't really have. I mean, the skin is very thin, but he had big legs to start with. So that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with that instead of someone building their legs up to that. So, we're doing the deep tissue massage. We're doing everything we can with that. We're trying to get him to pose differently. His first instinct is stand straight up and down like everybody.
Yeah,
But
don't do that. Don't do that. That's terrible.
If he's on that toe and leaning to that side with that, displaying that sartorius and all that stuff, I've seen that sartorius go all the way up. I've seen that. So there's no, I'm a little worried, not worried. I know about.
I'm gonna keep my money now. Shit.
No, he could cramp.
Get that money. You gonna put that money up?
Listen, he was cramping at the last show. So I don't know if he can get some quinine sulfate or something. But he was cramping at the last show.
He better do a Melvin Anthony if he catch a cramp on that stage.
Yeah, you better push that sucker out. Bob. You better.
No, you didn't push it out right away. You left that thing there. You just dealt with it.
You dealt with it.
I just looked it up. I saw that somewhere. I was like, this was unbelievable. No, he better. Hey, Chris, he better not catch a cramp and pull out.
You better don't do it.
I still hold it that he's killing that ab and thighs too, killing it.
Milos, would you put 100,000 on BEHROUZ beating Rubio?
Of course not. Listen, I wouldn't put on Ronnie Coleman 98. Phenomenal physique. I just don't bet.
Yeah.
Everything is possible. It's subjective sport. But listen, Rubiel is a Ronnie Coleman type of monster for sure.
Yeah.
Okay?
Can he bring it?
Yeah, overwhelming. If you say, "Wow, it is," he's going to probably overwhelm everybody on the stage. I mean,
that's what I expect.
And he's got striated glutes. He got striated glutes to boot.
So they're gonna go crazy when they see him.
I said it last week. He's gonna make everybody look regular size.
So BEHROUZ cannot beat him on a size department, on a wow department, of course. So he's going to have to be shape and conditioning, right? And if he is conditioned, that's going to neutralize. Then it's going to be either shape or the size.
How's he going to present him?
He's dangerous. Side poses, he's super overwhelming. I mean, holy shit.
And what about this one? He does that old Chris Cormier.
Can you take your shirt off so we can see what you're talking about?
Yeah. It's June. I can. Chris, it's June, boy. Take that shirt off. It's past June, remember?
Watch when he hit that one. And hold that shit. Watch all of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
Did you lose some more weight this week?
Yeah,
Man, I can't lose weight. I got pissed.
Chris, you still ain't ready.
You're probably gaining muscle.
I've been doing some PRT though, so I think.
You started. Way to go.
Oh, he's been on it. He's been on it.
What's PRT?
No, 3 shots.
For a long
3
time.
shots.
3 shots.
What is PRT?
3 shots is 3 weeks.
What the hell is that?
What is what is TRT?
Oh, I thought you said PRT.
Oh, where's it at? It's right there.
I thought you said PRT. I was like, what the hell is PRT?
Yeah, Melvin, are you on TRT?
Oh, yes, I am, and I'm in shape too. You want to go at it? Because we can do it right the fuck now. What are you talking about? I'll be right ready for y'all.
Why don't you show us what you look like, Melvin?
He can't
y'all
wait to
all
Hold
go.
on,
fuck that
can't
Mel.
wait.
Show me.
Why don't we pop off?
Okay,
You know,
give
Mel.
us a show.
You
Come on,
know,
Melvin. Want some of
I
this?
stay in.
come on.
Don't be mad at me, Chris, because I stay in shape, boy.
First, tell me how much you weigh, though, really, and don't lie.
I'm 204.
You're a damn lie.
204. No, I'm not. I get on the scale. I get on the scale right now. What are you talking about? I get on the scale right now.
No,
What are you talking about?
Let's
He just got off the stage.
I stay myself. What are you talking about? I stay up in here, boy. Stay up in here, boy. What you talking about? Should I turn around to the back, put these legs out on your ass, Chris? Because it's way
Don't do
past
that.
June. Huh? It's way past June. What are you talking about? What? What should I put his shoulders out on you, boy? What, you don't want none right now, nigga. What's that?
I think.
Let me see. Let me see the back. Let me see the back, Mel.
See,
Yeah, let
man.
me see. Yeah.
Oh God.
That's a great end of a podcast. Melvin was waiting for this for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Let's see the wheels.
There you go.
Let's see the wheels.
Wheels? First
Pick
of
that
all,
ladder up. Pick that ladder up
first of
off
all,
the
Will,
ground.
what are you talking about? What? First of
Yeah.
all, Will.
Oh.
Chris, we can't fuck with him. We cannot fuck with him.
What? You can't, Chris. You can't.
No, none of us can.
Come on, Chris.
Hey, he's doing kneeling back double biceps.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You look like Tony Pearson right now.
I'll beat Tony Pearson in his sleep.
No, but
love
you know
Chris.
what? But it's good to see that you're
good, man.
back training and you're in the gym.
Holy
know?
shit.
Hey, but
Yeah,
listen. But the good thing, Dennis, I'm back. I'm back to eating right.
Right.
I'm back to doing my cardio. I'm back to staying on it, and I'm gonna continue when I get home. That's the thing.
It's about time.
So are you leaving right after Dubai?
I'm leaving Sunday for Abu Dhabi, and then I'm gonna be there until the Dubai show, and then coming back.
Oh, you come back from Dubai then?
I'm gonna be,
You're gonna come back from
I'll come
Dubai?
back on the 31st. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. 31st, because I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, sure
Well,
must be nice. You tell Bada the next time you see him, what's happening?
Hey,
Go home.
Oh, did you see all
yes, I
the
saw
guys
it.
out here?
I saw it. I saw it.
man.
So Brandon made it,
That's
huh?
kinda cool.
You saw
Yeah,
Brandon White?
Brandon's out here. Brandon, they got the Miracle Bearer. We're supposed to do some back at the end of the week,
Mm-hmm.
and then the who else? Nathan's here. Everyone's training around the same time. It's kind of cool, man, to have that.
Make sure you
of
get
course,
that on video.
Rubio and Brian, and is there one more guy?
Rubiel.
I said Rubio and Brian, and I was just thinking it might have been another guy, but
Yeah.
maybe not. I think that's it. But yeah, man, it's kind of cool, man,
Yeah.
for real.
Good. Listen, hey. This is what bodybuilding's supposed to be, guys in the
That
same
part.
gym training. That's what we used to do, right?
I
Meet
told
up.
you, I
Yeah.
saw we should all be posing at the same time. Like, so we're gonna pose. Then Miracle Bear told me, I'll pose in the morning. I said, man, let's just pose at the same time.
Right,
Yeah, they don't want.
right.
Yeah.
They
Get a
hide.
big session there.
How is
going.
How is Brandon looking?
He don't look too bad. He's covered up, but he don't look bad. I just think for the Olympia, I think they probably wanted him to. You don't look like he's probably just starting to ramp up everything, but he didn't look that bad. They probably wanted him to be, get this whole thing going a long time ago. Is probably what the issue was, but
Yeah. Did you talk to him?
yeah.
Did he
We
say?
ate-
Did he say anything
We
about
got cramps
the
yesterday.
situation with Abdullah?
No.
Kept it all quiet. Okay.
No ass, no tell.
Yeah.
No, that's no tell.
No, we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Melvin, can you show us your notes?
Huh?
Can you show us your notes?
Chicken scratch.
It's gonna be like this.
Hey, that's like no.
I got a picture of
That's
Chris.
like his
Chris doing,
homework.
I got a picture of Chris's belly right now. I was
Oh, look
doodling
at
on
him,
paper.
still throwing shots. Look at him.
I'm glad that you get it, Chris. Always a pleasure to see my mentors. You and Milos
Quincy,
and Dennis.
Quincy,
Isn't it crazy that all three of you guys trained me at some point? That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
It's like a fraternity.
I'm gonna ask my guests before because I know you both train people and those two clients. Quincy, where can people reach you if they want to use your service?
Instagram is my best one, Quincy.monster, or I have a online training site, HubFit. I can send you the link to that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you
I do a
send
little bit
that
online.
to me, then I can
Oh, yeah, I
send it
will.
over to Kylie to put it up. And
I'll text
Melvin,
it to you today.
yeah, Melvin,
Yeah.
same for you. Where can people find you? Because you're training out of
Yeah,
Palm
you can find
Springs.
me I'm down in Chris's neighborhood, and they can always get me DM me at __ marvelous one. That's ONE, not the number.
Did you change your Instagram again?
No, it's the same one. The other one got hacked. Remember?
Oh.
The Melvin Anthony Jr. one got hacked, so don't use that. If you get Melvin Anthony Jr., it's hacked. Don't go in there.
I've been
You go
talking
with
to you on there.
Huh?
Been talking to you on there.
No, you've been talking to Shaniqua.
Hey,
You've been talking to
listen,
Shaniqua.
maybe some of you guys know how that works. Flex, the dealer, was in the gym, and we were talking. I said, okay, he cannot get my Instagram, and I cannot get his. We looked at the block sections. Neither I blocked him or he blocked me, but there's no connection. So I know that many people are watching. Maybe they can give me some advice how to go about.
Oh,
it.
you can't see each other.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
listen, if you block someone, it's not always in your blocked list.
Oh,
Yeah, because
Oh.
I had the same thing because I wanted to unblock somebody that I didn't even know I blocked. And I looked in my block list and I didn't have him in my block list. And then for whatever reason, I turned off my phone and I turned it back on, so rebooted it. And then I looked for him again and then I could find him and add him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right on.
yeah.
Right on.
Things happen.
Yeah.
It's Instagram, you know.
Yeah, it ain't correct all the time.
Yes. All right, guys. Listen, Quincy and Melvin, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for making the time. Chris
Oh,
Milos,
man.
as always, we love you, brothers. And
Hey, I'm gonna holler at you when I get out there, man.
all right, cool.
Oh, you brother, man.
Yeah,
Get
you bring
contact.
it. You'll come back to Palm
Quincy
Springs.
And you too, Melvin.
You better come back to Palm
Yeah,
Springs.
You
I'll
out
come
of
to your
trouble,
house.
man.
All right. All right, you guys be safe.
Good
I'm
to
out of
see
here.
you.
Peace out.
All right, guys. See you next time.